Welcome boys and girls to the Retro Byte. I am going through the top 5 best selling games on the Super Nintendo, one of my favourite consoles of all time. At number 5 we have The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, released in 1991 and sold 4.61 million copies. This used a 1 megabyte cart, which was actually double the size of a typical SNES game from the period. It also includes a secret room that contains the name of a competition winner. That's quite difficult to find, and it was hidden in the game for a long time before people knew about it in more of a wide scope, other than obviously the competition winner themselves and a few lucky people who managed to discover the room. At number 4 we have Street Fighter II: The World Warrior, released in 1992 and sold 6.3 million copies. The SNES port of this game was actually Capcom's best selling game all the way up until 2013, and actually influenced the design of the SNES controller itself, mainly the shoulder buttons that were adapted to the controller to necessitate the amount of buttons needed to play this game from obviously the arcade versions that had 6 buttons. And on a little side note, I'm quite a purist when it comes to this game, and I do like the World Warrior above all the super turbo extra versions that were released by Capcom. At number 3 we have Super Mario Kart, also released in 1992. This went on to sell 8.76 million copies. Obviously this spawned the franchise that would go on to be called the top console game ever by the Guinness World Records, and also inventing the now popular karting subgenre. On a side note, I personally didn't get into the franchise until the Wii edition, as I felt it didn't really have that kind of fun factor to it until the later versions of the game, which I know is probably blasphemy among the Super Mario Kart elites, but that's just the way I am. In the run-up position we have Donkey Kong Country, released in 1994 and went on to sell 9 million copies. This is actually the first Donkey Kong game that was not produced or directed by Shigeru Miyamoto. At the time it used cutting-edge 3D sprites that really impressed Nintendo, obviously by the developer Rare, and hence why they were trusted with such an important franchise to the company. And taking our top spot is of course Super Mario World, released with the console in 1990, and it sold 20.6 million copies. Even by today's standards, that is massive. And considering that the console came with this game, does have an influence on it, but I would imagine this sold as much as any other game possibly sell on this console, regardless of it being an impact bundle. Personally, it's my favourite Mario 2D Mario game, and I really just love playing this through and through so many times, getting all the little secret exits, doing Star World, which is impossibly hard, but I still love it to bits. So there we are, these are the 5 best selling games on the SNES. Let me know in the comments what your personal favourite was if it didn't make the list, and anything else that you think is worth a mention for the SNES. So thanks for watching, please like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the Retro Byte.